Hey guys, RB the Garden Nanny. Today I am in the garden. It is a beautiful day. It is cold. It's like 36 degrees out here. But any chance I get out here in the sun, it doesn't feel like 36. It feels, because I'm all wrapped up for one thing, but it does not feel that way. It feels like early spring. Maybe I'm just wishful thinking, but yeah, I am outside getting ready to work on this area. Let me show you. Right next to the greenhouse is my potting area where I put all my pots, and as you can see, I'm getting ready to give a bunch of them away on Facebook Marketplace, and I have those that I want to keep. So today I'm going to clean this area up. I get into that Maria Kondo mood where I want to tidy up, and I think and look at the things that I haven't used, and I say, Renee, it's time to give it away. It's time to sell. It's time to get it out of this garden. Someone could perhaps be wanting to get started for the spring, and so I'm going to help them out with that. I have right now two very filthy shelves here, and that's okay because that's what they're used for my containers. I also have my compost over here, and I have a compost pail over here, and they're going to stay. I would really like to move that one over here, but it's got too much stuff in it, so I'm going to keep it over here. And it's a small little space, and that's okay. Most of my garden is small space, so I'm working one area at a time. I just finished organizing the greenhouse, so I want to organize this space as well. I'm getting ready for the spring. I want everything where I can grab hold to it without wondering, do I need to go buy another one of those? How many of them do I have? I need to know so that I can go with what I need to go with. Okay, this area is finished as far as taking everything that I want out right now. I'm not going to remove the bricks or these heavier slabs. Just not going to do that right now. It's not necessary. They can actually stay there. I'm not going to move the compost. I think I will be putting these two up against side of the greenhouse, and I think I will move this one over here so that they can all be together. And then when that happens, I will see what's next, one step at a time. all my pots here, over there, those that I want to keep. And I have some other places, so I'm going to bring those over here as well. I'm gonna go through off camera what I'm gonna keep, and then I'm just going to put whatever is left on this shelving unit. So it's 2:30, but I really wanted you to just see this clock. It is weatherproof. There's a glass face, and the hands are made of metal. Also, there's a temperature thermometer inside as well on the face, and it is on my watch 37 degrees outside. In this greenhouse it is 72. This is at 37. So there was some great suggestions that I appreciate from those who looked at my cleaning up the greenhouse video, and they had suggested tarp over the top of this greenhouse, which I think will be a great thing, especially if we're in the 30s right now. If it was 50 outside, you know, it's like it's over. But anyway, yeah, I think that will be a great addition, getting some tarp. But I just wanted to suggest this lacrosse clock company. I found it at Lowe's, and I think it's wonderful because the hands won't droop because they're plastic. The plastic won't melt because it's hot in here. Yeah, this is what I've been looking for, and I'm glad I found it. All right, I am finished, and I think it looks pretty decent. This is a space that is necessary, so since it's necessary, I want it to look at least organized. It don't have to look beautiful, but at least it's organized. So I have my wheelbarrow over here, some of my topiary type structures here. I did put this up here on this trellis, and that'll be a good spot for small plant in the spring, summer. Just little random things back here. These bricks are just, you know, you always need a brick here and there, but these are bricks that I would use for edging, but that's just, these are cracked or whatever, so that's in the corner. Like I said before, this is my compost bin. I'm always putting food scraps, stuff from the garden, in this bin. No meat or anything like that. And this is another one. I just showed you me emptying out the compost tea that collects at the bottom. I really enjoy this EnviroCycle, and it's a lifetime warranty on it, so it's a great product. And I put some of my wire baskets back there, which was a nice place to have it instead of in the greenhouse on the floor. And here are the shelves. I put bricks, of course, on top to keep them from flying away. And I think it looks very nice. So this is another area outside that has been taken care of. I have very large containers right here. And this purple one, I may put something in it for the season. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But at least there's a place for it. And matter of fact, I think I may just turn it on top of this just for the season. This is what it's looking like. And I've got a little sniffling going on because it's cold out here. Let me see what the temperature is. It says 39, so it's actually a little warmer, but it feels like 30. But anyway, I'm so happy to have this done. Today is January the 11th, and I was out here earlier, and believe it or not, my temperature was 100. So I opened the door, took my hat off and all that, and now the temperature reads 70. So I need that tarp right away. I can't wait for summer, because otherwise whatever I put in here, it's going to just fry. I love it. I love my little 4x8 greenhouse. I'm just learning how to use it. I'm learning what to do to get the most out of it. So today, I've been busy this month, and I've got the greenhouse organized, check. I've got my pots on the shelves on that side of the greenhouse organized, check. And today, now that I have all of that in order, I can go over there and get the pots that I need to start my winter sowing. I have not been successful with winter sowing. Let me take these off. I have not been successful with winter sowing in jugs. I've tried it 2 or 3 times and have not had success, but I told myself that I was not going to give up on it. I have done a lot of research on winter sowing, and when I say research, I mean looking at all the different ways to do it on YouTube. So I have come up with a method that I want to try, and I thought, you know, I've done that form of winter sowing that Jess from Roots and Refuge did a while back. It was where she used a container, just say a tote container. You know how you have the lid and you have the tote? Well, she flipped that upside down. On the top of the lid, she put a bag of potting soil by cutting out a big rectangle, putting her seeds in that, and then she put holes underneath the potting soil as well, and then she put the whole container on top of the lid on top of the potting soil. I tried that method and it worked really, really well. I was doing lettuce at the time. That's what she was suggesting. So I did try that and it worked well. So I got to thinking, what about just using a container, something like this? It's a little shallow. This is for under the bed storage, but it would still work. And drill my holes on top here, drill some holes on the bottom, and then put in little containers like these. These are little Dollar Tree containers, and I think it came 3 in a pack. So, you know, just line this thing up with these, and also a bigger container where I could do the same method that Jess was sharing, and just of course put the lid down and use my own pots that I want to see my plants grow in. And when I start this method, I want to start the method, put my soil in, put the seeds right on top, and then put the lid right on top of that. Why not? I mean, it's not saying that this area has to be clear. What it's going to do is just work on what's on top, and the lid is going to be the greenhouse. So I'm going to try that. All experimental. I am looking forward to trying that. So I have already driven holes in some of the containers that I'm going to use, and I think I'm gonna go outside because it's pretty nice out. It really is nice out. So I'm going to just go out and have a little bit more elbow room. So let's go out there. All right, so I've already made my holes in the lid. I've already made my holes at the bottom. Okay. And I've used my DeWalt drill, but what's important to me is the little drill bit that I use. I won't put the name of this drill bit. It is a 1/2 inch drill bit. I'll put the name of it on the screen just in case you want to use it. To me, it makes the holes slightly bigger than a regular drill bit, and not so much that the soil is just coming out of the, the container, but I feel better knowing that I have more drainage instead of real tiny little holes. So that is done. I'm going to have this like this, and I'm gonna have my bigger containers in here. It's just going to be from start to finish right in here. I'm gonna take it out of here and place it somewhere in the garden. So that's my plan. So, but this is going to be the greenhouse for that. The other one is this one, the one I shared with you earlier just a few minutes ago. This one is not as deep as the other one, but I think it will do just fine. You can see how that's placed in there. I think that's a lot of room. So if I do 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, maybe 18 of these in here, what I'm going to have to do is make holes in here, make holes at the bottom here, and make holes at the top here. And this is something that I can, if it works, I'm believing that it will. I've seen Soils and Margarita, I believe that's her YouTube channel. She did this method and she had success with it. And let me tell you, one thing I really enjoy is watching a before and after. I love before and afters. You could see a lot of that on my channel. When I was doing a lot of research for this winter sowing, I did not see people show the after with their winter sowing. It's like they started it. They showed all that they were going to use and the seeds they were going to use, and they filled all the things up, and then there was no result. They didn't show a result, and I can only assume that it didn't turn out well, because anytime something turns out well for me, I want to share it. But there was no results. But I did see a couple, there's some that do, but I'm going to try to make sure that when I do this method, if it works, I want to share it, and if it doesn't work, I want to share it, just so you'll know that, hey, that worked for her, maybe I can try that. So I'm going to start drilling the holes in here. I'll do a little just to show you. I'm pressing too hard. So don't do like me. Don't press so hard. I am going to keep this. It'll have a little bit more drainage than I wanted, but it'll work. I'll do the rest off camera. I'm going to go look on the side of the greenhouse to see if I have anything bigger than this. Let me go check. Okay, so this is what I have. I'm wondering if these will work instead. I don't see why not. And I have several of these, and I don't have to go out and buy any more. So that's the purpose of me cleaning this out, so I could see what I had. And I think these would work as well. Got a bunch of those. I think that would be great to put in that shallow container. Awesome. Okay, so I was thinking about putting these in there, and that would mean I would have to go and buy some more because I don't have enough of these. I just have these 3. So in looking at my inventory, looks like I have these that I can put in there, and these are all containers that I've purchased stuff in the past. So why not use what I already have? Those there and those there, and that's more than 18. It's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 36. That's awesome. That would be great. And I have some on the sides here. Do I need this many? Probably not, but hey, why not? I have them. So what I think I'm going to do is cut this. And cut this down the center. There and that there. And then I will fill this up with soil, and then I will show you the seeds that I am going to be using to go in here. I'm so excited. This is going to be great. All right, I'm getting ready to fill my bucket with soil. I wanted to use potting soil. I have a lot of raised bed soil mix that I got from Home Depot. I just picked this up today. This is that Organic Plus Kellogg potting mix. This is the brand I saw Jess using. Not so much that it mattered what she used. This is just a potting mix, but she did use this. I like the fact that it's organic. And I also like the price, okay? 40 dry quart of potting mix, and it was $7, something like that. Which is a very good deal for this big size bag. I'm very pleased with that. So I'm just going to pour this in here, and another thing, it wasn't frozen, so I was able to go and just have a young man put this on my cart, put it in my car, and now it's in my bucket. Gotta love it. Now I'm going to add some, I'm not going to add anything. I was going to add some perlite to it, but I think it's going to be just fine. I think it's going to be just fine. And the good thing is I'm not starting with something that I already had started something in, like lettuce or some other type of, and it's already moistened. That's the beauty about it, because it's been sitting outside. So this is plus all over the place. I don't have to moisten the soil. Now I'm seeing some dry spots here and there, but I am going to give it a light soaking after I plant my seeds. But Man, I love it. I love having my hands in the dirt right now with my gloves, of course. And I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna fill this container up. So I can get started, get to work, filling these containers up. I'm so glad I don't have to go to the dollar store and pick up more containers. That is the purpose of me cleaning and organizing my shelves back there, because I wanted to see what I had so I wouldn't have to go and spend any more money. And now I got a great solution for that winter sewing tote. Win, 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 win. So this is a great bargain of a potting soil. If you're looking for some, go check out that at Home Depot, the Kellogg brand. $7 and some change. And of course, that's without tax, but can't beat that for that size bag. And I got an extra bag as well for future. Alright, I got some seeds that I want to share with you guys that I'm going to sow this season. Most of the seeds here are wildflower seeds. So I know that it talks about looking for words like chill, stratification, stuff like that. And I know some of them I have seen people sowing, so I thought, let me grab some of the seeds that I already know I have and let's try them myself. I'm going to do cardinal flower. This is definitely a native. Arrowleaf balsam root. Maltese cross. These are seeds that I picked up when I was in Estes Park, Colorado, and I was at a little store there and I saw a rack full of flowers, and of course your girl had to go get her some. Blue flax, dwarf evening primrose, Johnny jump ups, catchfly, and one of my favorite gloriosa daisy poppies. I bought this at a little Amish store in Branson, Missouri. Definitely want to do those. And in my little container here, I wanted to do some foxglove. I've never done foxglove. I hear a lot of people winter sowing this. So I have foxglove, Excelsior hybrid mixed colors, Pages seeds, foxglove. This is by Lake Valley Seed. So I'm going to do those because I usually do larkspur. I have a lot of success with those. Matter of fact, I have some of those that I started in September in the fall, and wow, the germination is like crazy. It's going to be beautiful in the spring. Foxglove, lupins. So this is from that Amish store as well. I have never done lupins, and so I thought I would try it since I hear a lot of people are doing them in their winter sowing. Another one by Fairy Morse, and delphiniums. So those are the seeds that I'm going to sow, and I'm very excited about it. So let me get started. Let's put on my gloves. Where did I put my gloves? Right here. Oh, one more. Love Lies Bleeding Amaranthus. So I'm going to try that as well. Like they say, the seed will come up when it's supposed to come up. So I won't lose anything by trying. All right, so I'm going to start with these trays here, filling them up. Just going to take my soil and cover. Take the gloves off for the seeds. But I'm going to start with these wildflowers. And I have my tags. These are wonderful. I got them from the horticultural store, and when I write on this with this marker, it's been sitting out in the sun and everything, and I have no problems with it. So and this is just a Sharpie. I do have a garden marker. I think I'll run in and get that instead of using the Sharpie, since I have a garden marker. I'll be right back. So guys, what I'm going to do is fill up my trays, put my seeds in the trays. What I plan on doing is like three to four seeds in each cell, and then I will take it over. I'll show you that after I'm finished, because I need to go and put my phone on a charge. So I just wanted to let you know what I would be doing, and you really don't have to sit and watch me do that. So I'm going to put this on the charger and come right back with you. All right, the phone is all charged. It's the same day, no distractions. So I was able to, let me just show you what I have. I have Gloriosa daisies here, catch flies here, Johnny jump ups here, and dwarf English primrose here, delphiniums in this container, those are the Pacific giants, and also I have amaranth in this container. I have foxgloves in this 6-pack right here. And I have lupins in this 6-pack. And I have another lupin. These are Russell giants or something like that. Tall Russell. So they are done. And for the experiment, in the containers by themselves, I have the California Poppy Mix in this container. And there that is. And I have the cardinal flower in this container. And remember when I said I was going to do 2 or 3 seeds? Well, most of these seeds are like dust. I used most of the packs that the seeds were so tiny. I just used the entire package. So what I'm going to do now is water them. And then I will sit them out where they're going to be for the winter, into the spring, into whenever. So let me get started watering. So I've watered all of my seeds with this pump sprayer I found at the hardware store. And basically it gives a light spray right over the top. And this may have been my problem before. You know, before they say just set it and forget it. Don't check on it. Just the rain, the snow will hit it and it will be fine. Well, I didn't check on it, and maybe that was the problem that I had, where it did not do well with the jugs. So I will be putting a reminder on my phone to check it from time to time. And so I'm now getting ready to put it where I want it placed for the winter. All right, this is where they will sit over the winter. I have those 2 pots in there. And I also have, of course, all the little pots in here. And that is my kitchen window, so I'll be able to see what's growing, and it'll also remind me of what needs to be watered. So yeah, I'm excited that I got this done. It is 4 something, starting to get really cold. It was in the 40s. It says 43 right now, but it feels colder than that. But yeah, I am done, and I will keep you all abreast of what this does. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.